Alright, hey guys, we're back recording again. So, I realized in the last video, when the screen was kinda dark, you could see the reflection of my lights on the screen, so I turned those off. You may have noticed that the world I was in the last Minecraft video was called Redstone 2. Well, this is Redstone 1. Boop, and it goes all the way over there, and it just stays there. It just stays there. And after a while, it'll say, an error occurred, exiting to the menu. But it'll refuse to exit, and it'll freeze. What the frick is up with the water pump? I think something's running. Hold on a minute. As you can see, it's just not loading at all. Redstone 1 got corrupted. That's why I made Redstone 2. A lot of the creations in Redstone 2 were in Redstone 1. Oh, and in my automatic farms world. That has a lot of stuff from Redstone 1 in it as well. And if I quit the game, it refuses to quit, and this happens. Listen closely. Beep beep beep. My PlayStation restarts. That world got corrupted. And yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if there's some water running somewhere, because the pump is not supposed to be going that often. The bathtub's tap was dripping a bit. Oh, by the way, that's for my dad if he has a game he wants to play. That's my friend Drake, Alien Can No Die. And that's my friend Caden Yeet. And Zon 2 and Zon 3. The reason I have two others, for me, is because the games I play have a limited amount of save slots. And when I run out of save slots in a game, I make a new account so I can store more. All of my GTA save slots are filled up in this one, and my worlds are filled up in Minecraft. The Minecraft in this version can only hold 105 worlds, and you can't make any more. Oh, and I decided not to use... I said I had a microphone next to me in the last Minecraft video. Well, I decided not to use that because I actually sounded okay from just the phone's recording. Oh, I remember I did a little thing on the phone. Maybe I should do it here. There we go. Maybe that'll help the brightness a bit better. It is not keyboard compatible. Yeah, millions of colors. Whatever the frick Gargamel is. Whatever that is. If you don't know what that one means, I'm looking at the splash text here, the little green, or the little yellow text. The square root of -1 equals undefined. And undefined on a calculator is sometimes put as I for an imaginary number. It's not really an error, but you got the syntax correct and everything, but that doesn't equal anything. So it says I for imaginary number. So the square root of -1 would be I. So it says I love you in the splash text there. That's an interesting little thing. That's what that means. When there is no light, there can spider. Ah, yes, English. Corruption in its purest form. Automatic farms. Let's go in here for a bit. Huh, it seems I was in the middle of making a mob farm last time I was in here. Oh yes, and I was using the fall damage thing, like I did in that fall damage farm I showed you in the last video. It's gonna be exactly like that one. However, instead of a dispenser and SpawnX spawning it, it'll be a spawner block, like one of these. Redstone lamp. Lamp. I think that'll work. Yeah. Zombies. Skeletons. Drowned. What the frick? Wait, why are drowns spawning? Even though there's... Is there not enough light? Or... Yeah, is there not enough light? I don't think there's enough light. There. Okay, the water pump's still going. That's weirdness. It's not supposed to be going that much. And why are drowns spawning in daylight? Fine, no drowns. Just zombies and skeletons it is then. is it being so laggy? Oh, it's probably because this is an automatic farms world, and there's a bunch of farms always going. Whee! He gave me a gold and a trident already. Anyway, I'm not gonna complete this right now. I don't feel like it. But yeah, get this freaking wire out of the way. There we go. So, right here is, man, I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to farm. I don't know what, it looks like it farms a lot, but I'm not really sure what it's supposed to farm. It's an oak farm, obviously. But yeah, it farms oak wood. And the reason it's so big is because mainly this room, and because there's a lot of redstone that goes into it. So I'll show you how to farm it first. So you grab the diamond axe, the sapling, and you turn this on. Since this world is so laggy, it's very slow. But you just gotta sit there and repeatedly press R2 or L2 over and over again. And you'll farm trees and trees and trees and trees. As you can see, it's definitely not it's definitely quite glitchy. What this does is, that's got a bunch of bone meal in it, and when you place this and the levers on, it starts to give it bone meal, so it turns it into a tree, and when it grows into a tree, an observer up there senses it, and it moves a bunch of pistons to move everything. And that dirt block goes up to stop you from placing a tree at the wrong time. But if somehow you do manage to place a tree at the wrong time, that's never happened to me yet, but just in case, there's a reset button. Just in case the thing freaks up, it resets it and fixes it. And as you can see, that was very, very slow, because again, it's very laggy. And when this fills up here completely, it goes in there, and comes out, and fills up this row. Then it comes out another block, fills up this row, and fills up this row, and this row, and when it's full, it finally reaches here, is when it's full, it senses that it's full, and it goes ding, 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 telling you that's full, to not farm any more trees. You go in here, to service it. So since you're farming trees, a whole bunch of leaves appear here. And yeah, this is the redstone of the place. So this is one of the main reasons that this place is so big, is because I covered up all the redstone. I'm not gonna explain what everything is here, but yeah. Right here is a pulse delayer. It's like the opposite of a pulse shortener. It's a delayer. It makes a pulse last longer instead of shorter. It extends a pulse. And a large chest full of bone meal. Gotta refill that every, month. And a pulse shortener here. So, the opposite of that. Yeah, if you want to extend a pulse, it's as simple as this. Put 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4 tick, repeaters. Just like this. Put redstone all on one side and put redstone all on the other side. And that's a pulse delayer. And you put your input on these ones here. And this is your output. And if you want to delay it more, you add more repeaters and you delay them more. So 5 ticks, 6, 7, 8, to extend to however many ticks that you want it to be for. And if you want it to be a shorter pulse, you remove them. And yeah. And here's the pistons that push the tree into the storage place. And there's the chest. And there's the lever down there that activates that clock, that redstone clock there, comparator clock, which makes this go click, 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 and spawn in bone meal. And over here is the pistons that push that move the wood around into the certain places. And if you go over here, there is the dinging mechanism. And there's a test lever here. That lets you know that it's full. And again, it's super slow because this world is so freaking laggy. And yeah, that's the oak farm. That's the work in progress small farm. Over here is a crop farm, a villager crop farm. So this one farms potatoes, carrots, beets, and bread. So what they do is they need to have 2 villagers or more in them, because they farm it, but usually they pick it up. When they farm it, it drops potatoes. Usually they pick up the potatoes before the hoppers under there do. But when they trade with each other, they throw potatoes at each other, they trade. Often they miss. And they don't throw it at each other, and the hopper collects it. Exact same thing with all of these. The wheat one up here is that when villagers farm wheat, they actually craft it into bread and then trade it with each other. And it goes down here. There's a service room in there. And down here's storage. Bread, beets, potatoes. This one's full. And it goes all the way up there as well, up to more chests. And carrots and other crap. And this is for getting wheat that gathers in here and crafting it into bread, so you can put it in there. And I'll show you the item sorter in a minute here. So here's all the chests. And here's all the hoppers. And here's the item sorter. It's very simple. Crap often gets stuck in the hoppers, because again, this is a very buggy version. I got picked up by that. Anyway, yeah. That dispenser there, or that dropper there, the stuff that they farm goes into that. And then that drops it into this water here. I used signs to stop it from flowing out. And it flows down here. And this hopper picks up bread. This hopper picks up beets. Oh, it's gonna... never mind. And this one picks up potatoes, and this one picks up carrots. And junk, like seeds and wheat, go in here. Get caught by the very last one. Oh, there's some seeds. And yeah, there's the redstone of the thing. There's a tutorial on how to make this. It's pretty simple. And yeah. And often, like you saw before when I... Oh, potatoes. And yeah, so sometimes these hoppers accidentally don't pick up an item, and instead they go in here. So, in that miscellaneous other crap chest down there, stuff like beets and carrots may every now and then accidentally go into here. And you'll have to sort them out yourself. What the frick? Oh, that's full. And yeah. And as you saw a bit ago, when I first went into there, I picked up some stuff that got caught in the hopper. And yeah, when the wheat in here reaches 3, you craft it into a piece of bread. But yeah, and this catches wheat, the seeds, beetroot seeds, and poisonous potatoes. And almost all of my farms have item frames on them that tell you what they farm. This one's just like that, but it's a bit bigger, and it farms only potatoes. I modified this, and I changed a lot of it, and I had to move a lot of stuff. So this is just constantly going, and it's going to be constantly going for quite a long time, a couple of hours before it's done sorting. Well, not sorting, but you know, moving stuff. But usually when this is going normally, it's every like 30 seconds, you'll hear this thing go beep, 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 beep when it farms stuff. So it's supposed to beep once every time one potato is farmed. So if they farm, like, if a villager trades with another villager and throws 22 potatoes on the ground, and the hoppers catch it, this will beep 22 times. Beep, 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 and so on. But I have that beeping off, because it's just going to be continuously beeping for a few hours, because it's sorting out a lot of potatoes. Because I had to remake this sorting thing. I found out a new way to like make storage systems. It holds twice the stuff in the same amount of space. As you can see, more and more and more potatoes are flowing in. And it's gonna be doing that for a while. Oh, this just farmed. I just heard it go ding ding. And it's supposed to go like doodle 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 ding, but I wasn't close enough. Yeah, it's like melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin. When they're all good, the redstone signal flows through all of them and activates all the pistons. And it goes into a minecart hopper down there. And there's a little X-ray here. This X-ray glitch was patched, sadly. Luckily, again, I've got a really buggy version, so this works. And yeah, there's the minecart in there. You can go down here and you can access them. And yeah. And the only reason I have this little house thing here is because if that's not there, these guys refuse to farm for some reason. Just putting that there, like, makes them think they're in a village or something, so. And this is a furnace, a cooker system. A very fast cooker. It's 6 times faster than a normal furnace. Because it's 6 furnaces. I've still got this stuff from the oak farm in there in my inventory. Something just went ding. Don't know what it was. The frick is that noise? Hold on. I could have sworn I heard someone talking. But no. And I adjusted the wood stove. This iPhone does not have a pause video button, so you'll just have to wait. Yeah, anyway, for frick's sake, I'm gonna put a stack of raw pork chop in here. Oh, you gotta turn it on too. And just like that, they're all going. You can see which ones have how much crap in them. Come on, there we go, correct. And you farm 6 at a time. And that turns on when there's stuff in there. You see? And 3, 4, 5, 6. Poof! 6 of them in the time of 1. So you could cook 6 stacks of raw meat in the time that it would take to cook 1 sack. And just like the Redstone world, there's a chicken farm, and it's got the advanced storage system like the potato farm. I just made that yesterday. This is a cactus farm, so it uses little tiny pieces of glass panes. Oh, this is what made the ding sound. Those little tiny glass panes break them as they grow. So when one grows, it'll go up, but then it'll just like that. You see that? It falls down into water. Yeah, and it falls down into the water and goes down here, and it goes through a tripwire, so it activates the tripwire and it makes a note block go ding. As you can see, it's farmed quite a bit since I've made it. And this is the same thing, it's literally just only one of them though. And it's only farmed this much, and it's about the same age as that big one. And that thing that's annoyingly dinging is this cobblestone farm. It's telling me that it's full. So you go in here, you grab your food, your pickaxe, survival. You start mining it from here out. You go through here, you turn around, and go this way. Over and over again. So it does not activate the farm when you're mining this. It only activates the farm once you've completed mining it. The hardest part about this is dealing with the annoying dinging. What's with the cave sounds playing? It's weirdness. And before I make the farm reactivate, I'm gonna pick up all these little parts that I didn't pick up. Now I break this last one, poof, it reactivates. And there we go. Oh, and over here, an emergency stop button. Turns it off. And that light turns on. Boop. And it's going. This is just a little thing I like to mess around. Usually I like to spawn a whole whack of skeletons in here. There we go, finally, it turned night. And spawn a bunch of skeletons. Again, it's really lagging. Hey guys, go. There we go. There's someone with an iron helmet there. Spawn them until it doesn't let me anymore. How right as I say that. And then I go down here. I go in survival. Then I go creative. And then they start shooting each other. And they've all fought until all the quote-unquote enemies are dead. Survival. Creative. Ah, it's so laggy. I hate it. What are you doing, dude? Ah, there we go. And yeah. And all the loot goes into a bunch of chests down there. This is a melon farm, a melon-only farm. It appears there, and the electricity, well, the redstone signal goes through it, activates those, the note blocks, and this piston breaks it. And there's a minecart under there that picks the stuff up. Puts it in here. This is basically the same thing as the potato farm. However, this one sorts out the poisonous potatoes. So only poisonous potatoes end up here. But all the normal potatoes go through an underground hopper system that lead to this one. So all the potatoes from that go into these chests. This is still going. How much is left? Oh, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Sorry, excuse me. Why did it stop? Oh, there we go. That was weirdness. Yeah, that's gonna be going for a while. This is already done cooking. And this is a sugarcane farm. So when one of those reaches 3 blocks, they all go. And these are just decoration. These fountains. And they all go in here. And the minecart picks all the stuff up, puts it in the hoppers. And it goes ding when it farms as well. Just like most of my other farms. And yeah, that's the farm world. Oh, well, this thing isn't a farm. I'm not sure why I made it in this world, but it's like a super speed running thing. You can make this. It's like a line of ice with blocks on the sides to stop you from going outside, and then trapdoors on the top. When you sprint through it, and you repeatedly press the jump button really fast, and it goes super fast. And yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye.